Hello students, your teacher here, Mr. Sirosinski, with an episode of Getting Ready for Geometry. And in this video, we're going to be talking about complementary and supplementary angles. So first, let me present you with an angle. We'll call this angle ABF. I'm going to go ahead and draw it here. So we've got a ray. Okay. This is point A. My vertex is point B. And this is ray BF. And this is being split by another ray, and we'll call this ray BE. Now, I used the compass, and the measure of angle ABE is equal to 50 degrees. And then I took my compass and I measured again the degrees of angle EBF. And I got 40 degrees. Now, you may want to add these up, and we can find the measure of angle ABF by adding angle ABE and angle EBF. And if we add those two degree measures together, we get 90 degrees. And so since the measure of angle ABF is 90 degrees, then I can say angle ABF is a right angle. I can also say, and these are just little side notes here, that ray AB is perpendicular to ray BF. Because when two rays or two line segments or two lines form a 90-degree angle, they're perpendicular. Okay, they're intersecting at a 90-degree angle. Okay, now, by definition, complementary angles are angles whose sum is 90 degrees. And in this example, angles ABE and angles EBF are complementary. Okay. All right, now we know what complementary angles are. Their sum is 90. So let's see what supplementary angles are. Okay, supplementary angles. So let me give you a couple little pictures. First, we have angle, and I can make that more straight there. We'll call this angle X, Y, Z. And before the video started, I'm just joking. I just calculated the degree measure of this angle, and it is 50 degrees. And I have another angle here, angle ABC. And angle ABC has a degree measure of 130 degrees. So if I wanted to know the sum of their angles, then I could add them up. The measure of angle XYZ plus the measure of angle ABC. And respectively, those are 50 degrees plus 130 degrees, which equals 180 degrees. And since these two angles total to equal 180 degrees, then by definition, they are supplementary angles. Okay. Now, this example explains what supplementary angles are, but it isn't very realistic on what you'll see in any type of problem in geometry. So now, another way you may see supplementary angles are like this. When two angles are adjacent and supplementary, you have a straight line. That's a straight line. It's about as good as I can do in this moment. And then we have our ray. So we'll call this A, B, C, and this will be ray BD. And so this measure, let's call this 120 degrees. We'll call this 60 degrees. And so the measure of angle ABD is equal to 120 degrees, and the measure of angle DBC is equal to 60 degrees. And if I were to sum those up, I would get 180 degrees. Therefore, by definition, angles ABD and angles DBC are supplementary angles. Okay. Now, there at the end, I threw in another term, adjacent. And I just want to add that on here so you're familiar with the word. It's probably one you don't hear a lot, and it literally means next to. And so you'll hear this come up. Sometimes we'll say adjacent supplementary angles or non-adjacent supplementary angles. And all we're saying is these two are sharing a side, sharing a ray. So for example, in this diagram, these ABD and DBC are adjacent and they share ray BD. So if they're adjacent, they're next to each other. And if it's angles, that means they share a ray. I am your teacher. This is the way.